Hello. Greetings. I am not too well today. Well, not too bad. I'm not amazing, but I'm not awful. Probably be muting my mic a lot while I cough. So yeah, if I mute my mic a lot to cough, I'm clearly not amazing, but I'm not too awful either. Okay, so the music always looks so loud, even though I have it really quiet right now. Let me hear myself quick, see if it balances out. Let's have a seat. Let's have a seat. Oh wait, how? Jesus, I thought I'd be a little bit behind on I'm kidding myself. Okay. I think that sounded alright. It was kind of hard to tell. Okay, whatever. Let's get a flying boat up and let's start. I've actually been working on a different project that I'm not going to be showing on stream because I don't think the person I'm kind of doing it for would want me to share it. Maybe they would, but the person hasn't given me permission, so I don't want to at this moment in time. But it's I'll have it as a surprise because I should be able to share it when I'm done. And that'd be really, really cool because it's something new I've not done before. As always, because that's all I ever do. I always try new things that I suck at, so I don't suck at them anymore. I shaved everything. Yeah, I've got like this weird phlegm thing. I think it's called a postnasal drip. My doctor didn't really tell me what it was. I just told him I've got like my throat feels like there's basically a slug in it. It's just like loads of phlegm or mucus, and I can't get rid of it, and it's brilliant. So there's a lot of issues with this scene right now to actually do the lighting, believe it or not. So one of them is not present right now. Oh, I fixed it last time, didn't I? Like, oh wait, did I? No, look, light is emitting. It's like ignoring this wall. And I don't understand why. Like, look how bright that is. Because it's ignoring the light. And it does the same downstairs, too. Like, look how insanely bright that is. If I were to put something in front of it, you'll see a drop shadow. It literally should do. Yeah, look. And I can't figure out why. Because it's not that he's doing it, because these are stag lights, so they won't be casting it. It's being casted from above. To be fair, I can show you. Boom. When I disable our stationary light, that disappears. Oh, it's also what's causing these to be shiny. That's interesting. You see there. Oh, is that just the... Oh, that might just be the reflection capture. But yeah, you see what I mean? And I don't know what's causing it. Like, this is fine. Where it's shining through the opening, and there's another one over here. That's perfectly fine. But this is terrible. I don't know why it's doing it. And for the life of me, I can't figure it out. Why would it render the scene? In some areas it's fine. Like here, that looks fine on this. Here is receiving light. Oh, but that's blocking that light, so that's fine. But again, if I move it to a certain area, again, look, it's piercing through. Look how bright it is again, and it's casting a shadow. Why? I can't figure it out. Like, there's 2 layers of wall here as well, and the two-sided. It has no reason to ignore that. So I don't get it. Is it because I've got to set these guys to stationary? I've not tried that yet. But other than that, I have no idea, unfortunately. So it probably means I won't render the scene out with my character in it. Because look how bright she is. She's freaking glowing. Technically, she's been doing that before, but in the last streams you guys would have saw, I toned down her textures. Also, she gets darker here. As she gets closer to walls, in general, she gets really bright. Is it simulated bouncing light? I have no idea what's causing it. Maybe I should just put it in Unreal Engine 5 and say screw it, and you know, try to get that working and have it all dynamically lit with Lumen. I mean, that could be the best bet. I'm not sure. I actually want to get rid of that. I know it leaves it empty, but I could always just put a plane in here. Well, I'd have to bake it, because like I said, the lighting's messed up. The lighting's been like this for a while. As soon as I went to static lighting, and then I could make clothes look like it's on there. That's not a bad idea. But this, let me just quickly... But today will be a very, very short stream. Because one, I want to do some stuff off stream instead of doing on stream, because I don't want you guys to sit. Because I want to watch some tutorials and how to do certain things. I don't really fancy watching you guys watch me watch tutorials. I don't think that's going to be very entertaining for you guys. SMS called wardrobe. But I want to watch some tutorials to do carpets and stuff. And get some nice looking stylized carpets in my scene. Oh, that is not the correct one. Oh, excuse me. Wardrobe, sorry. Wardrobe, there you go. So I want to get rid of that sock. Excuse me. Let's put that back out. Desktop. Wardrobe. Now, annoyingly, it gets really, you can't, like, re-import it. Well, actually, maybe with new file. I bet it still won't work, though. Doesn't it, like, re-import the file you export it as? Usually, it might work right now. I don't want to seem like a liar. It worked. Okay, it doesn't usually. It's got a new material, apparently. That's brilliant. So if you've ever got, like, a material slot... Okay, so, yeah, that's not built now, so ignore why that's so bright. If you've ever got another material slot that you're not actually using, so if it's one that it knows it's not using, it will let you delete it. Like that. Cool, so I've just got to rebuild that lighting. Carpet. What did we have left from last week? So we've redone the boat. Added some of these guys just on the edge, give it some extra color. Technically, I should make some actual poles that look like wood. To be fair, why don't I just import a long wooden pole and then put tiling texture on it? God, I've got a sweaty forehead. I'm almost done. I just need to get the lighting issue sorted. If you didn't just see, basically the lighting issue is things in certain areas. Like, look, this is getting the shadow. You can see it moving. Wait, could you see it moving? I swear I just saw the shadow move. But yeah, either way, this is getting the shadow as if the ceiling doesn't exist. Oh, you can see it there. Look, see that? Look how bright it gets. And if you could say, oh, it's the lantern, but it's not, because if I put a cube on top, look at that car shadow. And then if I turn off the light source, look. Why is my directional light ignoring the walls? So I have to figure out how to fix that so I can have my anything dynamic in. And I'll do that off stream. Other than that, I can't remember. I think we're pretty much done, right? So then it'll be setting up cameras, post-processing, and get some cinematic shots and some panning, like getting a camera like this what? That's a cool camera, actually. Then have it like adjust focus into the background over time, or using like this one that I really like. It's one of my favorite ones. Probably bumping this up a bit to get a more cinematic shot. No, this is UE4 still, but I might swap it to UE5 to see if I can use Lumen. to rectify the issue. I mean, I shouldn't have the issue in the first place. I don't know what's causing it, and it's annoying. Yeah, probably just something like that. And then we could have like, I don't want to move the camera because it's in a really nice spot, but if we duplicate it and then go into that camera, there you go. I could have like a things import pretty perfect. Yeah. Oh, actually, is this floating? Uh-oh. Well, it's not really because it's got this part. It's fine. But I could have like camera maybe pan. Come across here. Like this. Or it could start here. But like, can I not get my camera slower? It could start here and like ramp up. It could be like this, and I want it to slowly move. I can't get any slower than this, annoyingly. Can I actually not? 0.1. I can't get slower than this. I mean, this is pretty slow, admittedly. Oh, here you go. And we can also discover issues like this. So I might do a small tip tutorial on this. You just got to make it so it enables render after FOV. Lighting will be way better. You think so? I'm not too convinced. I like the lighting in Lumen, but I've got nothing in my scene that really would take advantage. Yeah, I could have like camera angles, just like, or maybe change the sharpness of this one. So in this camera, I could bring that more into focus like this. Know what I mean? And I just want to get some really nice camera shots. What the lighting on that looks funky. Does it not? That looks weird. No, that is lit. That is baked. What? Looks very strange. Do the others look like that? Kind of, actually. It's got like a seam there. But yeah, and maybe get some like looking at the breads and stuff, like maybe a oh, I can't change it now. But again, I'll probably do that off stream because it's not something I feel is very exciting anyway. And I know I'm gonna mess around a lot, like maybe have a more zoomed in camera with a better, and then go like pan across there, looking at all the food and stuff. That's quite a nice shot. I want the background to be a bit more blurred. Maybe I will set up cameras now. Wait, focus offset, yeah. So wait, on the camera, I want the focus not offset, and then I want to bring you back. I always forget how to set up cameras on this. They changed everything, so it's like really awkward to set up. People who know about cameras probably knows how to set this up, but I don't, because I don't know about cameras. What if I bring it here? So how does the offset work? If I bring it like really close to myself, like this, how does the offset work? Oh, kind of does what I'm looking for. I want the background. I want this to be more blurry. If you know about cameras, tell me how to do it. That's focal length. Aperture. Ah! Hold on a minute, I just got rid of it. What, how did that... Oh, I cut it. You're going to be putting this in the marketplace, or is it for a game you're just making? It's just for fun. I already work for a company, but I mean, I was thinking of putting it on. This has a lot of items you can't really reuse, but I was thinking, why don't I put it up on like, oh, what's that site called? I want to say Gumtree, but that's not what I'm thinking. But one of those sites for you guys or any of my fans can pay what, maybe like a tenner, and you get the entire scene. You know, maybe something like that. So for people who do want to reuse the assets, you can, and I'll hopefully make it quite affordable. Oh, there you go. So we get our focal point. Right. So that's obviously too much. So that's where we want our focus. Then, and I could change the focus from the cheese to the bread. I work for a company called Psychohound, only a very small company. Like, yeah, they're a very new company. Right, so what I'll do now is I go into a cinemag, add a level sequencer, and we'll go cinematics. And then we get this chart come up, and I'd like to be able to do it on screen for you to see. What's the best way to do that? Why don't I add a new capture? Display capture, I can find it then. Add source. Go to that one. Pop that up there. That way it doesn't get in my way. I'll get rid of the taskbar. There you go. It doesn't get in my way, but you guys can see what I'm doing up there too. That way, look, I can move this around, but then I can go back to this monitor. I'm making some fun games at the moment, artistically. I'm not a big fan of the gameplay, but that doesn't really matter. I'm not the gameplay designer, you know. Okay, so in here, I guess it's a small screen for you guys, but you can click track. If I select the camera I'm on, it's even easier because you select it. Why are they all called the same thing? Here's that one. Track, add, and then you can just add your selected. And then if I set current transforms, there you go. I can then tick this. Oh, it's already ticked the create a key when channel properties are changed. And then after, let's say, what, like 3 seconds? So if we're going at what frames? 30 seconds. So 30 frames per second, we go to 90 then. And then if I go to move the camera, it should make the frame. There you go. And we've got a nice pan. Now I can slow that in engine anyway. If we go into here, and then we turn this play rate down to 0.2, you won't see that in here, but when I play it in there, it will. Good and bad about that, it's probably better if I just do it manually, but if it is slightly off, I can always adjust that in a second I just showed you. But I could drag these now and go like 180. But if we want to focus on the cheese, we can have our frame, so focus up to here on the cheese, and then, so that's aperture. Was it this one, right? See if we can have it to there. Keep it at that for a little bit. And as the bread comes into frame, put it around here, we could take a little bit and focus on the bread. So now you'll get a fade. Very quick fade again. It's quite fast when it's slower than this. So let's zoom out, drag this along, make this. Let's just put this like here. Let's put this all over here as well. It just says Psychohound. Or did you put that question mark afterwards? Sorry. Or already before I said it? Again, it's a very small company. If we do that, you should get a fade. Did we see that? Yeah, you can see the cheese fade. If I full screen this. We go from focusing to the cheese, fading out to focusing on the bread. Nice. I put a link. I don't think links appear on YouTube, unless you mean on Discord. So yeah, let's get some camera angles set up. I think I want this to slightly point down as well. So slightly lower like this. Oh wait, I don't want this one. And I think maybe we'll have these ones point tiny bit more up, so we can see the bottle in the background and the like that. There you go. Something like that. That's very nice. Cool. And that's our first cut. Easy peasy. I love setting up cameras. I'm not the best at them, but I think I can get some small bits together. Bits together? Sorry, 1 second. As I said, I'm not very well at the moment, but that's fine. Being unwell is apparently something I do a lot these days. So I think we're going to want a little bit of camera shake. I think that'd be a nice angle right there. What camera is it? Oh, I could just add selected again so you see my top right. Thank you for chatting, by the way, the tech guy. Super nice of you to come and chat and have a nice little talk with me. What camera is this? What I've got selected? I'm being an idiot. Add. I've not got it selected. Not this one, not this one, this one. So again, you can add it manually, especially here, look, add camera, and you click it. But like, I do enjoy just getting track and then adding it. And then I guess you got to add it on there anyway. So I wonder what. So it's camera actor 2. I wonder what if I do camera actor 2 from here. Oh, it does just add it like that. That's fine. So I probably do want to make it sit still for a second. You have 2 games on the site. What engine? Unreal. Is there even 2 games on the site? Like I said, I'm not really part of that department of stuff, so I don't really pay attention to all of that. I've said it to people before. I'm kind of just a worker. I enjoy what I'm doing, and I have a passion for it. But equally, you know, I don't stay too invested in actually what I'm making. Does that make sense? So let's pull that back just a tad. Little bit more. Cool. Then in this camera, God, I feel so awful. In this camera, I'm gonna keep it stationary for a second. I'm gonna add. Where's all my stuff? Add transforms. There you go. I'm gonna go bonk, and then we're gonna move that to where? You know, I'm actually not sure. Do we want it to pan? I can't move it. Why can't I move it? I can't move the camera. What the heck? What is this? I didn't know that this existed. This is cool. Not what I wanted, but that's cool. Default camera, cool. Go back to my second camera. There we go. I don't know why it was stuck then for a second. I was stuck again. What? Camera one. Oh look, it's broken. It like won't let me swap into cameras. What is going on? It lets me go to cinematic, go back to 2. There you go, I can move it in here. Maybe like this. That's a nice camera. Yeah, most of the time your cameras you just want like a. If you're not, can you make it fade? Yes, you can actually. Track. So again, this is small for you guys, but in here I've gone track, event, trigger, path, transform, camera, shake. Oh, that's good. Oh, I need a filter for it. That's a shame. There is a way. It's been so long since I've set up cameras. That. Thank you so much for subscribing. Oh, I like how that's underneath it. Let me, whoops. Let me bring this lower so alerts actually come on top of it. There you go. That should pop on top of it next time. Yeah, there is a way. I've literally done it in my company, but how do you do it? Is it in here? No, it must be in here then. Attach? No. Audio? No, of course not. Trigger? What are these? Event? No idea. Camera animation, scene component, game component. Hello, NZ. How's it going, man? I'm not sure. I'll have to look up that next stream. So let me pop this back to a normal viewport. Default. Boom. Track camera. Let's have a focal, a component change. Draw. Which one do I want? Camera component. Oh, is it in here? This one, properties, audio, constant, current aperture. I want that. I want focal length. Current focal length, and I don't need that last one. Mobility, hidden in game, property, blend, post-processing settings. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that makes sense. So I guess you could just turn the post-processing. Gotta go, nice shouting. Have a good one, man. I guess you could just change the post-processing. But I'm pretty sure I remember a like go black event. But I can't remember how to do it. Oh well. What happens when you take a break from things you forget. And you know what? That does need to start instantly as it swaps. Because it's very slow to begin with, so it goes. Oh wait. Boom. So that's our first shot. So we look at the table and stuff. You see some dust flying over. That's blurred because of the depth of field. If this camera shot, it curves a little bit. Maybe we'll look up slightly to actually look at our asset. So maybe like a little bit further out. Oh, wait, what about like this? And then we add a aperture, right? So now we change the aperture. Not the aperture, sorry. What am I thinking of? The focal length. For this one? Yes. So we zoom that out slightly. Keep it zoomed in here. Right, so we get a nice... So it comes back and zooms out. Hey, Michael, how's it going? And then we see more of the scene. I want a little bit more than that, I think. Because I want to show off the scene but obviously I don't want to show off like way too much. Cool. So wait. Oh, you know what? It'd be good if I click the plus button on the focal. Boom. Now we can change it to be more zoomed in. There you go. Now it's going to be zooming out. Comes like that. Here you go. Start panning out. And we get this nice overview of the cannon and everything. Cool. And then we sit there for a second. And I could have a fade to black. I could always do that in post anyway. But I know there is a way in UE4. Okay. And then I want to change the... Not aperture. Is it aperture? No. What did I just change in the other one? Manual focus distance. Oh, that is something I need. I'm an idiot. So come into here. Find manual focus distance, wherever that is. Film presets. What the heck? Manual focus settings, manual focus distance, manual focus distance, plus. So let's see how we're focusing right now. Oh, is Steve done with boat? I'm doing camera setup right now. I still want to do some more off stream, but I think I'm done doing anything on stream. And I'm actually starting a new project that I'm not going to stream. So I'm going to be doing one project off stream and one project on stream. And the next one I'll be doing is the sci-fi scene that I said I was going to do. Right, so let's change. So we wanted to focus to the front of view. And then if we change our aperture, we can blur the background more like this. There's a much harsher focus. Like that. So we've got all this detail here and all this gets blurred, right? So save manual focus and save current aperture. And as we pan out, we'll have aperture focus on everything else a bit more. Well, actually, not necessarily. I can focus on everything else a bit more, but of course I have the... Let's come in further. Ah, that's fine, actually, yeah. So we get more focus overall. So boom. So blurred background. And this comes out sharper and you see more of everything. Nice. Yeah. So we've got a first one. And then our focus changes and we start seeing more focus here, more focus on the bread and less focus on the cheese. And I guess more on the compass. You come into here. Cool. You get to see the clouds in the background and stuff. Very, very nice. So if you don't know how to set up very, very quick cinematic cameras, I'm not a super professional, but I do know how to just quickly get them out. So watch me as I do that. So how do you think I should preview this? Because I obviously don't want the video to be insanely long. Do we go one cinematic view from every room, and then we do an overview of every room? Or do I just do a cinematic view of every room and then have on my portfolio all the rooms showcased separately? Without reference, to try to use as much of your imagination as possible. I'm curious about your creativity. I have terrible creative abilities. That's why I always say I'm a sucky artist. I wouldn't be able to do anything without reference. I know that's probably not what you wanted to hear, but yeah, I suck without reference. And you should never be ashamed of that. We don't all have the best abilities in certain areas. And one of my areas is I'm not very good at... Oh, nice. I'm not very good at that. I'm very good at techie stuff. I can tend to pick up things relatively quickly with relatively low effort. So we got one. So we'll do one next. Do we want to have a journey of it going through all the locations? Because we started the first one in the cabin below. I mean, to be fair, that's probably shouldn't be my first shot anyway, looking at the food on the table. But what would be my first shot? You know what I mean? I'll get all the shots ready, then I can always move them around afterwards. I could always edit in post and cut them afterwards as well. Like, I could just get all the shots in here, render it out, go into After Effects, or whatever I use, and just splice what I want where. That's also an option. I like doing as much as I can in the engine, though, without having to use, like, separate software. So if I can avoid that, I'd like to. Alright, so if we go to camera 1, add our transforms. Well, technically, I would like this light, this one. You know what? Maybe I won't turn that light off. It depends how much I like it. Maybe I will. Because I want that light off here. But when we go inside, I want that light on. Because it just causes a nicer effect for this specific camera. Now, how do I... then I think that's why I disagree with reference most of the time. I would probably do way better if I use reference though. If you ask... This is something every early artist always thinks they're supposed to do. Every early artist thinks, are you professional as in have... I do have an industry job, Chris. Not a big company though. I'm not like a AAA company, I think, just a small company. Yeah, one of the biggest things a lot of new started artists think they have to do is not use reference. And if you watch any professional art, 3D artist video, they will tell you, step 1, look for reference. That's what they will all tell you. But I will prove it. Andrew Price. So this is a Blender Guru guy. Andrew Price. How to be a good artist. Man, he had a video where he said it was like the first thing he said. And he was like, step 1, reference. But yeah, it's because I used to think the same when I was younger, but is it bad to not look at reference at times? You should always look at, so if you're doing something realistic, so if I was like fire hydrant. So if I said to myself, oh, I want to make a fire hydrant. If it exists in real life, always get reference. No matter what you do, always get reference, even if it's something you think you know exactly what it looks like. I think I know what a glass looks like at the top of my head or a cup. But if I write coffee cup in, it allows me to look at it and go, okay, I don't need to visualize those in my head now. I got it there. Why would I put myself at a disadvantage when I can get an image of it? You know what I mean? But when it comes to stylized stuff, that can come from your head. But if you're good at drawing, it's really good if you can draw it first. I suck at drawing. So the process of when I make something, let's go to Blender so I can demonstrate. So if I said, how did you get your first industry job? Sorry if you've answered that question a million times. No, I haven't answered it many times. I was very excited when I got it. I only got it a year ago, and it was through my stream. Weirdly enough, I've done freelance work before it, but I never had a proper job. And yeah, it was through streaming. My current boss now watched me do a stream, and you know what he watched me make, which is hilarious to why he hired me, because it's not even a good asset. Let me close our thingy. There you go. So what he watched me make, ignore how bright that is, it's not baked, was this hat. This hat. That's all he watched me make. But he said I seemed really enthusiastic. He said I'd made this scene and I had my own passion for it, and that's what drew him to wanting to contact me. And he reached out to me on Indeed. Yeah? No, LinkedIn. Indeed. LinkedIn. He reached out to me on LinkedIn and said, I'm really interested in what you do. Do you mind going on a call? I thought it was a scam. I'm not going to lie. But I was like, yeah, sure. And he went, oh, I'll contact you I can't remember, Monday. It was a year ago, I can't remember. And he called me and he went, I really like your stuff. You seem like a really passionate person. You seem like you enjoy what you do. Would you be interested in a job? And I was like, yeah. I've looked for 3D work. Well, I was at uni for 5 years. So it took 5 years, but this random bloke contacted me. He's not random anymore. I know him personally now, but he contacted me and he told me he was interested. I'd applied for a lot of jobs, but no one ever got back to me. I don't know what advice to give from that. Maybe my stuff just sucked. I'll show you what my ArtStation looked like. Oh, look at all the stuff on my desktop. Whoops. Let's hide that. There we go. Have I got anything weird on here that you guys would have just seen? Nah. That's all fine. It would have been small anyway. What was I talking about? Cool story. I enjoyed that. Thanks, man. Yeah. So when I first looked for work, my ArtStation, because this is, if you want to reference, like if you can't find work, I'll show you what stage I was at to work when I was finding work. So if we pop this in, why did it like disappear? That was so weird. So we were at honestly, it's hard to say. I'd made this scene, but that was only posted just over a year ago. So stuff like this has only existed for, it's come up to 2 years now, 100%. So mostly what I had on my ArtStation was probably this, and like these bits. So I had stuff like this. And I all made by hand, mostly. This was the first scene I made on stream. This was a blast. I enjoyed making this scene. I didn't know how to use Substance very well at the time. I had this. I posted last year, actually. Maybe I didn't have that. So I didn't have that. 4 years ago, I had this. Which I admit isn't brilliant, but I think I can improve this quite heavily. I'd like to redo it. And get some. I mean, the big part of this scene wasn't necessarily the graphics side. I wanted to learn how to implement animation and audio and stuff. So that was really fun. This last year was not on here. This was on here, and I don't think this looks that great, even though people love this scene. This I made in university, so what, 5 years ago. Not brilliant. This, roughly the same time, 5 years ago. Then I got stuff like this. And yeah, and I couldn't find any work, but I think I've got some better stuff on here now. So since then I've made, or some of these assets too, but I won't click on those. I've made like this scene. Well, I just saw. At least I know Chris is here, watching still. I made this scene, which is all animated and stuff. A big push on this scene was learning how to do particle effects, learning how to do stylized work. So that was the big push for this scene. And foliage was a big learning curve here too. I made a load of weapons for it. I don't really show it off in here, but if we go into our list here, well, I just woke up one day and I said to myself, I have a really good idea. I could never do stylized. I have a really good idea on how I could pull off doing stylized without being good at hand drawing, and I think it worked. I don't think my stuff looks amazing, but I think it definitely gives off a did I say sci-fi? A stylized look. Oh, that was my last one. Jesus, are you liking all my stuff? This is probably one of my favorite things I've made, which is currently in the scene right now that I'm making. This was so fun to make. I'm sorry to anyone who hates me going through my ArtStation. It's just been such a journey. I just love looking back at work, because we made a lot of this stuff on stream through the years. Whether it's on Twitch, which you can't unfortunately see now, or it was on YouTube. I think I made most of this on YouTube. No? Did I? I can't remember. Ugh. Yeah, that was a really fun scene. And then this, I made, there was a NVIDIA contacted me and wanted to do a collab. So I made a small scene in 3 days. This, from scratch, I made in 3 days, and I had to learn how to use RTX. That was very challenging. I was working as well for my job, so it was, I had like 2 weekend days and a normal day. So I only had 2 full days to work on this. It was very harsh. That room is done as well, but I didn't like how it looked, so I haven't got pictures in there. You can see glimpses of it. But yeah, that was a pretty fun scene to work on as well. And yeah, it's just been a journey. I hope if I somehow lose, if I lose my job, I touch wood. I hope I don't. That my portfolio has enough on it to at least get me a junior position. Because I'd be very sad if I can't find work for another 5 years. And this is obviously going to go at my art station. And we've got loads of small things in here I like. I've got loads of dust through the sunlight because that looks very cool. Maybe I'll get a camera angle of that too. Do I want something like this? I think because I'm going to want like one. Well, the one I had here was pretty cool. Right, it looks behind here. Again, she's like glowing. Ignore her. In fact, I'll hide her for now, so we don't get distracted by how bright she is. There you go. That looks a bit better. Looks more natural now. But yeah, I'm sorry if I bore people talking about my work. Like I said, it's just been a journey. It's been very exciting. I've enjoyed a lot of the work we've done. I enjoyed talking to you guys about the work we get done. Let's go to our next camera angle. So, what do I call it? Cinematic. Again. Ugh. Right, cinematic. Good to hear. Good to hear. So we got a I swear it just bumps up and down. No, it didn't. Okay. First camera angle, second camera angle, third. Now for this one, I don't know how much I actually want it to move. I'll share my screen again so you guys can see. Boom. There you go. Have a border around it. That'd be cool. Just have second monitor on it or something to show what why I've got a random bar at the top. Okay, so first of all, we need this to be shorter, only about that long, and maybe all it should do is end at this point. I actually want to transform that a little bit earlier than that. End here, then at the start be a little, take control of it, there you go, be a little bit raised up like this. I even have wobbly hands. Oh wait, I saved the wrong transforms. I'm an idiot. Transforms. Go here. Now look up. Like here, and then it can be pulled down to here. Let's see what that looks like full screen. So cool. Now I want to set up FOV, so that way I want the FOV to be more zoomed in, and then I want it to come out a little bit, like we did earlier for the thingy. And I want the focus to change. So we want to start. So if I go to our endpoint, we start adding what we need. So I need aperture, focal length, and angle distance. We need to add a camera component. What do a scene component is then? Is that what? Mobile, relative scale. Should I like event, trigger, template? No. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong one. That's why. No, that's not. Don't know what that one's for. Again, I'm no pro at making this stuff. Static mesh, draw. How long did this project take to finish? I've actually been working on this for over a year, But I've been working full time, and I only probably do about 4 hours max a week on it. Um, and I took a lot of breaks too because had to work. I did the work with the video. I had some other time off. So probably 40. I mean, it's what, episode 87. 89. So if I do on average 2 hours, we'll say two because I get distracted by talking a lot. So we'll go, what, 176. 176 hours. So I guess if you're working full time at 40 hours a week, that'll take you just over a month from start to finish if I was to really go ham on it. But like I said, I talk a lot. I probably have worked less than an hour every 2 weeks. Every week, every 2 weeks, or every day or week I work on it. Do you like the scene? You seem very interested. I mean, that's very good. I hope that people are interested in the scene. It's been really, really fun. And I still want to do some more work on it off stream. I just don't want you guys to be bored anymore watching it. Especially because I want to learn some stuff off stream. And I don't think that'd be fun for you guys to watch. Camera. Current focal length. Yep. Transforms. Oh wait, what am I doing? I'm gonna click on you. Film. What is film back? Aspect ratio. We got focal length. We want aperture. And then lastly, we want manual, which was focal settings, manual. Cool. Now, I want to save all of them at the last point, because I know what I want all these to look like. I do like it. Thank you. I'll show you what the outside looks like, actually. Can I do this? Here you go. Oh, God. So we've got, like, this room. Oh, wait. Huh? There's supposed to be a god ray coming through there. Did I make him invisible as well? No. Oh. Well, let's put that back in. I don't know when I deleted that by accident. He's got a weird origin point. So let me quickly put that in a good spot. Yes, my god rays are physical, because it's very hard to pull off very thick god rays, in my opinion. Oh, really? It reset it. That look like cartoonishly unrealistic. You know what I mean? Like, this is a really intense god ray that you probably wouldn't get realistically. I wouldn't say. Maybe you would. If you move your pivot point to somewhere that you like, so you hold Alt and then middle mouse click to move it, you can go pivot and set pivot, and that will make your pivot save in that location for that specific placed asset. See that? So if I were to say, oh, I want to move that back a bit and then redo it, and actually select it, you can go pivot, set pivot, and boom, it moves there. And then I can rotate it and do stuff around that point. Actually, it's really helpful. Someone taught me that. A big reason why I stream, actually, is also because you guys teach me things. Sometimes you guys, oh, Steve, did you know you could just do this? I'm like, oh, no, I didn't. Thank you very much. So let me go wireframe. Not wireframe. Let's quickly select you. So I want it to go on that path because that's where I set up the particle effect. So something like this, and then pull you back to the window. Pull you actually to the middle. I was going to say that's not right. Squish it a little bit. Oh, well, it's a bit hard to squish actually. Actually, I don't need to squish it. I need to scale it just straight up, make it smaller. There you go. Pull you back out like this. Check the particle effects, see if they align. Yeah, and that way you've got all of these extra dust particles where the light should be hitting it. See that? There's a little bit extra, like, pizzazz. Something you'll probably never notice unless I show it in the cinematics, you know what I mean? So the boat looks like this. I don't know if you saw me zoom it all the way out. Which is awesome. And I watch from a reference. As I say a lot, always use reference. I suck without reference, and that's... Which way? That is my reference. It doesn't quite look like it. I obviously don't have an interior to work from, but that was my starting point, and then we just worked from there, changed bits out, edited bits, took away bits, and just kept going with it. It's a bit more zoomed in. The camera looks more like this. A bit more from that angle, I guess. And yeah, that was my attempt at... Well, I didn't fully replicate it. I just kind of used it as my basis. Obviously, it looks very like it, but yeah. I wasn't going to worry about things not being perfectly aligned, you know what I mean? Because you can't see a lot to the boat anyway, and I knew I wanted, like, interiors... And I wanted it so you could connect to everywhere. Like, there's no... You could fly through every part of the building and get back to somewhere you want to go. Ah! I've had a lot of practice flying through everything. But yeah. This has been a very enjoyable scene. And we learned a lot. We had a lot of people tell me I was bad. We had a lot of people... A lot of people tell me I was good. A lot of you guys overly compliment. Yeah, a lot of you guys overly compliment me. You guys think I'm amazing for some reason, and I disagree. But it's still appreciated. I mean, who doesn't like to have a nice little compliment about their work? Okay, so let's take control of that camera. So I want the focus to be over there. So if we go to our focus settings, it should be able to do something like this. And that makes you blurry. That's very, very nice. Then you should come down. We focus on that. Oh, now that's a nice... You're breathtaking. Thank you, Michael. But you are also breathtaking. What do you think? Is that good? Is it too slow? I think I want the... One, I want it to be a little bit faster. Because it's a very short... It should be... I feel like this should be a shorter scene. Two, I want it to focus quicker. Just a little bit. Quicker than its movement. So when it gets to its last point, it should already be focused. So right now, I had it so when it gets to its last point, it focuses on that last frame. Or maybe I do want that, actually. I kind of like it. Ugh, my throat. Let's try one more time. So we come back. Focus on the backdrop. So we got this. And we... No, you know what? I kind of want it to focus like I had it. Like, as it reached the last frame of positioning, it's fully focused. I think that's all right. Again, this is all for my own personal preference, so you guys might go, oh, that's ugly. Alright, so... See, this isn't a particularly great scene, because this isn't like a really nice wooden plate. But I like the food and stuff. I always think food looks really interesting. Even though it's quite simple, it's just apple, bread, and cheese. I think it looks kind of cool. Got this one. As you zooms out, you get more focus in the background. And it pans, widens the shot. Do I need this one to zoom out? Maybe not. Because I could have this zoomed out a tiny bit more over here. Aperture focal length. Like this. And then as it pans down, Do we like that? You know what? I think I'd like that if it was a lot more subtle. Like, really subtle. Like, it's only a slight zoom. So we're at 18.9 at the end. What if we just go 18 at the start? Like this. So it's the tiniest zoom in. Honestly, no, I don't like it. I kind of want it to have a consistent focal length. Cool. I do want very slight camera shades because we're on a flying ship, you know. Don't you know? Okay. Next camera. What time is it? Already be an hour. I'm not streaming very long today, so we might get a couple more, 1 or 2 more cameras done, and then we're going to head off. I have been working all day, so, and I'm ill. Being ill is always a great excuse, not wanting to do things. Oh wait, you guys can't see what I'm doing. I didn't realize I left that on the screen. God's sake. To be fair, you can't quite see what I'm doing there either. What if I move this? It's really hard to squeeze this in so you guys can see what I'm doing. What if I put this down here? Or here? Yeah, what if we just do this? There you go, that's a bit nicer. So you guys can actually get a more full of effect of what I'm doing. Cool. Oh, nope, don't do that. The camera to 4, 2, 1. Then we want to add 4, 2, 1. Oh, have I not got a camera actor? Camera. Just click add on it, I guess. Camera 3. Yeah, cool. We want to track like this. Come up to here, add camera 3. Pop him here. Again, let's hide her out just because I'm not interested in showing her off because she doesn't quite work. Cool. So with this one, we want another depth fade. I hate doing the same effect over and over again, but I like this camera so far. We've got the focus over here right now. Maybe. Why don't we have it so camera 3. We go transform, let's save everything off. But we start with the camera a little bit over here, maybe a little bit lower. Jesus Christ. I said a little bit lower. Looking over here. It's a shame this isn't facing towards me. You'd be able to see that extra detail. You're telling me I can't undo that? Oh, there you go. You say no way. And then we have it pan. A little bit higher. Looking over there. And then we can maybe even out a little bit. And we can have it focus on like the bed. So we get a like that kind of camera. Cool. If we go to current focus, make sure that's definitely. Oh, not the one I'm looking for. We make sure it's definitely focused on. Well, that's really focused on the hourglass. Yeah, I kind of like that. I know some people hate some depth of field, but I really like depth of field. I think it's a really quick way and really good way to just make things look really interesting. This is very exciting. Thanks, Tugmac. You're very exciting. So now if we go change the focal to over there, we get this nice and blurred. We'll screen that quick. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Okay. Oh, cool. And all of this goes into focus, even though it's through the thingy. So if we play that, I think it may do that a bit fast. Let's have it go to about here. Wait, what's the focal length? That's not supposed to be changing. Wait, no, it is. Hold on a minute. Oh, that is what it's saying. What am I changing here? Oh, transform. No, don't change transform again. There you go. Now, you know what? I think it should stay that focus for a little bit, and then do a much harsher changeover. So we're still focused on the hourglass, Too long. Okay, it's fine. Bring it here and here. Right, focus on the hourglass. Focus on the hourglass, starts going out of frame, and background focuses. Still think that's too slow. Bring that back. Hourglass, 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 and fade. Think it needs to be slower. Make that fade, because it could be a harsh fade where we just do something like this, right? Where your eyes just go whoop, which is cool. Don't get me wrong, that's a very cool effect too. But I also like that because it's a slow moving camera. I like the idea of very slow adjustment to the background like that. I think that's very cool. Cool, we'll do one more camera angle. Let's stretch you out. I can never remember the shortcuts for this. Okay, control right click apparently drags. Who would have thought? All right, let's add a new camera. You know what? Let's duplicate a camera because these already have pretty decent settings on them. So let's go push. And now we've got camera rate to 5. What the heck? Why is this bread? Oh, has the foliage become unlit again? That happens sometimes. I don't know why. These look fine. That bread is definitely too bright though, look. Looks like Breath of the Wild bread. It's like super bright. Now do we want like a... I kind of like that. That's like literally... I mean, especially if she's behind it, you'll get a reveal on her a little bit. She should be animated. So why don't we get this camera set up here? So it seems better if we do track, select it, 5, track, you add, because it gives you all the options. I was going to say it does, right? Add it up here, 5, boom. Get it to clip to 5. Oh, it's already clipped. Cool. And then we want to get our transforms. And then let's just pull back. Maybe a little bit looking up. Like this. Yo, how's it going, Moderate? I think it's too far over to the left. Let's delete that one. Bring it back here. Come over. Bring it back. Bring it back. Cool. We could start here with it zoomed out a little bit more. Then end with it zoomed in a tad bit more, like this. Is it floating? I think it's floating. Technically not, because it's got a bump in the middle. But I kind of think it would look better if we went like this. And made it so it's properly, because obviously it's made of like leather. It's going to sort of go over. I don't want to do that right now though, because it's going to change the color of it. So we'll do that afterwards. Just waiting on my last customer. Oh, what, like to answer? I can't remember. I know you're a delivery, well, you're a lorry driver, but you go to places to deliver some stuff, and are you waiting for them to get back to you to deliver it? Do you like my shave, by the way? Look at that. Look at that. What's it called? What's it called when you shape it? Look at that sharp edge, I guess. Probably not what barbers would call it, but see, a lot of it's still out of frame. I don't know if I like that, and I also don't know if I do like that. Maybe keep as much of it in frame as possible, like this. Then move out, look down, make him the center of attention because he's a hero prop, I guess. He's just a backpack. It's kind of telling a story, right? Like again, I don't know if I want it in this order, but like it's clearly a place where people have gone down and eaten and stuff, and it's clearly on a ship because there's a cannon and it looks like the edge of a ship. There's clearly some cartography going on, and then we get a big reveal over here. Then we'll just have a close up to pay attention to the detailed one, because it's a detailed asset, but two, shows this person some sort of adventurer, you know, always ready to throw in a backpack and go somewhere. To wait till 10 because they're not in. Oh, nice. That sounds really annoying. So you're just gonna watch me till then. I appreciate that. So is that too slow of a camera angle? So if you haven't, I'll show you moderate. Can I full screen while playing? How do I click here and then... Is there not a way to play? I mean, I guess I could... Let's save what I've got, see if I just get things break. Can I simulate? If I go to... Cinematic camera, have it on autoplay. Yes, and then I click simulate. There you go. So we can... Wait, how do I deselect everything? Okay, simulate. We can have a look at full screen really quickly. But this table isn't that interesting. Maybe I'll add some stuff to it. But I do like the idea of the camera. Did my... What? What? Why didn't it continue? Don't loop. It's not looping. Loop indefinitely. Loop exactly. Huh? Why did it stop after the first camera cut? What? If I leave my sequencer and I click simulate. Okay. Is it gotta be not simulate? Is it gotta be play? Okay, let's see if this works. Oh my god! What is that? What the heck? I thought we're playing. Play. What? Okay, why am I so fat? Oh my god. Wait, why am I... What's that? There's a collision in the way. I assume that's not what's causing it. Maybe it is. I assume your things don't collide on play in a cinematic camera. Collision. What is this? Oh, the sails are not even supposed to have a collision. There we go. I assume that's not going to fix the problem. We'll have a quick see. What am I doing? Here, autoplay. Let's speed it up to make sure it's working. Go on there. There you go. Oh, she's in there now. Okay, so at a normal speed... Was it not? Oh, P. Oh, it's because I'm not thinking. Oh, no. 1. Play. Why is there a sphere in my face? Where does that sphere come from? Because I kept showing up to Zoom meetings drunk. Nice. It was a Canadian company. I'm in Ireland, so the time and culture difference is to blame, not me. I agree. As an English person, I agree. I actually don't drink very much, but... What is it that you're actually interested in, Chris? Are you... I mean, I assume you're trying to do 3D, but are you environment artist, character artist, technical artist, lighting artist? I feel like it's harder to get a lighting art job because they tend to just want environment artists now to do that. What if, for this camera, instead of doing what I'm doing, because I kind of like that, but what if we do it as a reveal shot? Reveal shot. Wait, how do I open them up again? My brain. My brain. Am I being dumb? Do you do it this way? There you go. Cameras, yeah. What if instead of doing this, we pan it to the right and then tilt the camera left and we look... Well, I guess it's left. And we look at the character. Because obviously she's supposed to be a very important piece. I've just not really finished her. So let's actually do that. Like I said, this stuff's actually really fun. So we'll start with our... You know, we won't start that zoomed in. For the most part. Okay. Jesus. Okay. Wait, why have I put the bag in here? How do I remove that? Delete and keep state. There you go. I didn't mean to add him. So let's delete you. And what I'll do is I'll pan you out a tiny bit. And then take control of the camera. We'll pull you out. Actually, no, we can still have it looking at the bag. With it kind of panned in. But what I need to do is I then need to come over to here. Pull it over here. Don't want the sunlight to really get my face. I can have a tiny bit like this. Like this. And maybe a little bit pulled back. Like that. Nice sweeping camera. And it reveals the character behind the detailed backpack, which I'm interested in showing everybody. Because it was a nice asset I made. And we have a nice, like this. So we can just reveal the can on here. Probably don't need to be looking that far over. We could probably get more like this. Cool. And we want to focus on the backpack. Like that. As we pan over here, I'm going to focus. Ooh! Not the right one. I'm going to now focus on where she would be sitting. So if we actually go, character? Female? Is that not it? How do I unhide everything? Shift H? Control H? Control H. Cool. Again, she's kind of very bright right now. But I'd want this to blur. Is that colliding with that? Oh, well. 3D generally, really, I love everything about 3D art. I'm kind of the same way. I've always said, like, I've always been bad at, like, creativity, drawing, and stuff like that. But when it comes to 3D, I just always felt like it opens so many, free things. You know? Oh, I was going to show an example of modeling something. Like, without reference. That's cool. What the? I've never actually just gone into this setup before. Huh. I always just click general. Because I use ZBrush to sculpt. So let's make something without reference. Here you go, guys. Write something in chat. It's probably only Chris the moderate here to write something. But write something in chat. Something not too difficult. And tell me to make it. And I'll see if I can make it in like 5-10 minutes. Without any reference. I should have probably said that before going in there. Because now I'll go wait. Aperture. I want to turn the aperture down. Go into the minus. 1.2. Yeah, I want the cut. I want that to get blurred. So is that getting blurred? Yes. And then she's in focus. Perfect. That's really good. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay. Now if we move this over here. Click in here. Full screen. So that's still very blurred. So I kind of like that focus, but not quite. Let's go back into it. Oh, is it because of my aperture? Yes. Turn the aperture up. Like that. And slightly adjust this. Give us focus on the bag more. As you pan out, you start losing focus on the bag. And start gaining focus on the character. Cool. Ah, I'll really itch your nose. Oh, why does the total blur not look very strong? It looks very strong when I do that. When I reach the thingy on there, it doesn't look... I guess it's strong on there, you just don't notice it as much. Cool. Focus. You can see the focus gets lost instantly, look. That part gets blurry real quick. You know what, though? What I should do is I should keep it not doing that. I should keep it so the... Boom. Boom. Oops. Boom. Oh, no, that's transforms. Whoops. I want to get those two. Paste, man. Paste. There you go. Oh, that's the zoom. Aperture. Oh, wait. I haven't saved the aperture? No wonder why. I'm looking at the frames weird. Okay. And here... So we want a higher aperture here to reveal more of that. I think maybe a 2. And we want a 1.2 here to make that more blurred. Put the manual focus to be fully focused on her like that. Cool. Now what I want to change is so you see you lose focus instantly there. It gets blurry already. I want that to stay. I want my focus to be the same until we start looking at her. So probably here. So if I get our aperture. About there. Save. Get our, not focal length, get our focus. Focus. Like that. There you go. See, she's still blurred. Now she starts unblurring when we start actually revealing her. Is it too slow? I feel like I want to speed that up. She gets revealed and then a little bit slower. Revealed. Focus shift. Yes. Perfect. I need to animate this. I just... You guys have no... Like, I know I said a while ago that, like, oh, I'll still be able to be productive and everything. Wow. I didn't realize... I knew how much work would take out of me, but wanting, it's not wanting to do 3D. It's wanting to do something I'm not familiar with. I have a lot less drive to do that because I'm always doing that in work anyway. Very good, very good. See, we've got like little story elements, like a cage that's open with nothing in there. Alcohol everywhere. Got some pieces here with a feather, so she clearly looks like she writes in a book. That's got an empty page, so maybe that's the page she's writing in, and she's reading a book over there. Got a bed with a bow on it and stuff. You come over here. You know she's some sort of adventurer because she's got this backpack ready to go. As we pan around, we reveal the character more. Okay. Where would we want the next camera now? Let's detach from my cameras. Have a look around. Ignore how bright that is. We're gonna have to rebake that lighting. Every time I move something like moderate, are you still there? What time is it? Oh, they're probably turfed up. You're probably not here at the moment. Yeah, look at all that light it's receiving. Why? Look, this is casting a shadow. Why is the sunlight clearly going through the wall? It's behind the stream, sculpting fantasy creature from your own imagination. No, not sculpting. Box modeling. I can't do that. Oh my god. I mean, I could give it a go, but what if I go straight to sculpt in Blender, not in Jesus? It's with glove. Is there a move tool in Blender? I can't tell if this is got touch sensitivity right now. Oh boy. That's got to be a grab tool or something, right? Oh, scrape. What's it? Sculpt? Was that what? Okay, apparently it's not. Is it because you're just supposed to go into edit mode and do that? Can I mirror him? There you go. Look how high poly he starts off. People always want characters, I swear. Cool, now when I go on one side, like, that's fine. Cool. Okay. How do I invert? It does. Wait, how do I get the sculpting tools up? Here. Tool. Is that not revert? Subtract, I guess. So I'm gonna have to manually do something, like not sculpt. I'm gonna have to manually do a little bit here because, well, Jesus Christ. Let me go into object mode. There you go. Right. Because what I want to do, let's actually start with a cube, and I'll subdivide it to get our shape. So how do I want this to look? Now again, it's all from my imagination, so we'll see how this goes. Best way to do this. Well, first of all, best way to apply that. There you go. So we have our shape. Now, what if we make it a big thing like this? How would I give this a singular eye? I'll do something like this when it's smoothed over. Was Blender hard to learn? I know ZBrush my book. I knew Blender since I was 13 years old, so Blender was the first thing I learnt. So it's kind of a really weird one to talk about from me because it's probably my favorite software. I know how to use Maya, a little bit 3ds Max, Blender, ZBrush, Substance Painter, Substance Designer, UE4, a little bit of Unity, and then that. So Maya and Blender are the two main ones that I like to use, and then a little bit of of Phileas Max. Jesus. What if I do? Oh, I just want to get the basic shape, so I want to go sculpt it. I'm trying to think here. That does look kind of terrifying already. I have made a monster before, but I can't remember how I did it. That's what I'm trying to make. I'll be honest, because it's what's in my head right now. Let's start with just this then, and let's get the outline of him. So he was something like this. Small back to him like this. And then he had legs like this. Like that. And he had a huge mouth. We'd need to have a eyeball or something on him, so I've got to bring that up. God, I can't do it from my imagination. I'm so bad. Box modeling, maybe. Okay, brain. How would you do this? Start with sphere. Oh, we'll start with sphere. We'll say that's your eyeball. We'll model around the eyeball. Right? Do something like this. Bring you up. I think that's too many polys, so we're going to want to subdivide it. That's why I like starting with a cube, because you can subdivide it like once to get a pretty basic shape, and then start subdividing it more to help with that. So if I go one more, something like this, increase origin, increase the size. Right, let's shift that eyeball into here. Do that. Some sort of eyeball creature like this. Now let's do one subdivision to that. Click apply. Go back to a subdivide, smooth. Then see, the problem is going to sculpting now. I guess I could well, I'd subdivide him and subdivide 2 more times, and I'd bring this forward. I'll bring this forward in case the eye. I'd have it on mirror, and that way you have the skin around it. So let's. It's funny because I'm making a character right now, but I had concept art for him, and that's looking really good. So this is so hard for me because I don't have an imagination. It's kind of sad, but this way around here. Bring this across. We need clipping on. We're doing that. Oh. Yeah. Clipping. There you go. That way when it comes up, we're not going to clip over each other. Cool. We get this eyeball coming out. Cool. We'll get a bit of smoothness on it. He says, what's that? Do I have to go to smooth? What? Oh, what the heck? Why is it round? Oh, I'm an idiot. It's mirrored, isn't it? So we got. There you go. Cool. Nice, nice. Now, what do we want to do for his arms? For the rest of him. So what if we do? What if? So we do a small mouth. So for this, I'm just gonna get some of this. Bring it. Can I do that and smooth it? That doesn't work at all. Okay. Instead, I'm going to subdivide them one more time again. Cool. Not select that. And then we're going to pull our mouth in. So. We probably just want a big sort of mouth. Why is this not clipping? Getting issues. Oh my god, that's got way more strength on it than I realized. The mirror tool is not working very well. There's probably a way to mirror a brush anyway that I don't know about. Symmetry. There you go. Oh! No. Bring... What? Why can't I bring back my symmetry? Something. Mirror. Clipping. Make sure it connects. Yeah, looks good. Apply. Symmetry in here. Aha! See, I'm like learning how to do this at the same time, because despite learning Blender for as long as I have no idea how to do the stuff I'm doing right now. You know, it kind of looks like I'm giving him lips. I kind of want to stick with that. Draw, clay. There's got to be a pinch, clump, inflate, blob, pinch. Let's bring this up and pinch his lips together a little bit. There we go. Now it looks like he's kind of got lips. Looks very silly, but it does look like he's got lips. Make that one a bit bigger. There you go. Oh, didn't miss that. Cool. Let's get some bumps in him to help shape him. Cool. Now, actually, that is way too bumpy on that side. Jesus. It's a bit better. Bump at the back. Bigger bump than that. Bigger bump. And I'll do it by hand, so I don't go too strong. Cool. Now what I want... Is there a Dynamesh? Dino. Dino will not preserve versus... Okay. Okay. So does that work the way I want it to? It does. Nice. That's nice. Oh, I can't subdivide right now. Can I at least... Oh! Oh. I did something weird. Can I at least smooth? There you go. So this doesn't work right now. Okay, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Begin sculpting. This is such a task for me, you have no idea. I'm not usually a sculptor to begin with. But it's fun learning new things. I know some people will try to go, what, this guy sucks, I want to watch someone who knows what they're doing. That's fine. I understand that. Right. Actually, it's got to be further back, doesn't it? So, oh, actually, no, what am I doing? I want it to be like arms. I want it to come out here. Yes, perfect. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Cool. Wait, is that not Dynameshed? Oh, it's not. Yes. What? That doesn't look good at all. Oh, maybe I need to smooth it first. Smooth. That's better. That gives me some more geometry. So we're going to subdivide this in a minute anyway. Actually, you know what? I wonder if the Dynamesh works like ZBrush. So if I add like a cube in, let's mirror him on the axis. So if I go to give him arms now, and you're like, what? How has he got square arms? It's fine. I like starting with squares. I'm a square man. Cool. So what? We want it to like come back. kind of what I'm looking for. God, I really wish I had some concept right now. You have no idea. Now, I kind of want to test if this works in a second. So now if I were to do this, let's just do... Oh my god. Oh, actually, no, I like that. Yeah. Wait. If I do something like this... Yeah. That's how he walks around. He's got these big suction cuppy things. I'm gonna have it so it looks like this is an arm though, and it does not look like an arm right now. Looks a bit better. Cool. And what if we're like... Now again, I don't know if the Dynamesh is going to work the way I think, because in ZBrush you can Dynamesh a lot of items together and it'll just like clump them together. So I'm hoping that's what this is going to do. I have no idea. Again, I've not really used this. What do antennas look like? I actually have no idea. My brain can't comprehend what an antenna looks like. Okay, what about instead? Do something like this. Cool. Wait, did I not select that from the middle? I did not. Middle's here. Cool. He looks so dumb. What would I have on his back? What about a hole? Not really, no. Right, now let's see if this is going to work the way I think it's going to. So, don't subdivide that. Apply subdivide, apply mirror, connect them together. I'll go back into sculpt. What happens if I dyno now? Yes. Does it merge them? That's not merged, is it? It is not. Ah, no. Oh, there you go. Is there not a way to merge them? Oh, man. What if we make them look like really cut jaw? Oh my god. Oh, but smooth. That makes more sense. Let's flatten. I'll use my pen for this. That's really annoying. I totally thought that would kind of just work, but it didn't. Like, is there not a way to merge them then? Is there not what like the Dynamesh I remember? What was if I just do this then? We'll just start pulling it out. Oh my god, looks like he's like, yeah. Is there really not a grab tool? This is driving me mad. Like, what if I were to move this and then just re-click Dynamesh? Can I do that? Yes, in a yellow tool. Oh, is there? Oh, grab! I'm an idiot. Okay, there you go. It's not clearly not Dynameshing. There you go. Detail size. That is not doing what I thought it was going to do in Dynamesh. Relative, constant detail, brush detail, constant detail. That is not doing what I thought it did. Oh, I thought it usually adds like more geometry as you come out. Does it not? Am I remembering this tool incorrectly? Jesus Christ. I'm leaning on my keyboard as I do this. Snake tool, I think. Snake tool? What the hell's a snake tool? Pose. Snake hook. Oh, you're totally right. Whoa. I want to flatten them now. Although that looks kind of funny. He looks like I've made the freaking guy from Geodude from Pokemon. Right? Am I mental? It kind of looks like Geodude. Yeah, exactly. I have no idea what I'm doing with this man now. What if we keep it like fish shaped like this, right? Inflate that a little bit. Go back to grab. See, well, I like how I'm not being productive at all. I said I won't stream for very long, it's supposed to be 2 hours. Right, we do something like this. We bring like a thumb out like this. He's got like these big hands. Right. Then if we snake the bottom of him, we're given these tiny feet. Not quite what I meant. We inflate those a little bit to give us some detail. At least it looked like it did. Oh, I'm not in Dynamesh anymore. Why does it keep disabling? There you go. Give him these tiny feet. Move out the side. Inflate it a bit more. Cool. Flatten the bottoms. Tighten the detail. Cool. Grab the front. Oh my god, they're not small anymore, they're big feet. Well, they ain't that big. But that grab the other side to it too. Oh wait. There you go, looks more like feet now. Turn that down. Make a little groove in the middle. Bring that down. Smooth out his butt a little bit. Actually, no, that's fine. Oh my, what is this monstrosity? He's like leaning backwards a little bit. Let me let me make him lean forward. I need to do that, and then I need to basically grab here and yeah, basically just pull that down a little bit. Just flatten a little bit too, so he's got a little bit flatter back of his feet. Oh, I can't do that. It's not working actually. This part is the bad part. Let's go back into sculpting. I hope some people have joined and gone, what the heck is this? And just left. That'd be so funny. Get this droopy part up and make it a bit more straight. That looks a bit better. It just needs this front part to lift up a little bit. Cool. There you go. There's my guy. What do we think? Oh my god. He's got big eyes, so he needs like a big iris. Isn't that part of your eye actually... Oh, I can't remember. Oh, well, what's this on this? I click like that. Oh wait, the rest of his eye's still black. Wait, yeah, just add new. Wait. Look at him. Make his body grey. Perfect. I am artiste. Right? All he wants is your hoops, brother. God. So yeah, I'm not very good at sculpting, especially in Blender where I don't know what I'm doing. And I don't work from imagination very well. And that kind of, that proved my point. So, now going back to like I'm good at. Let's quickly go through the things one more time, see if I want any changes. And one last camera. Oh, that's a bit slow. I kind of want to bring that back a little bit. If I always vibrates, just tell me that people are on Snapchat. And I think we will call it a day for now. I think that's some really nice camera setups we got. And yeah, I need to again do this off stream, but I'm probably going to go to bed. I'm knackered. So I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I hope you enjoyed my monstrosity I just made on Blender and then deleted. And I will catch you guys tomorrow. Oh, let's make it so that's not quite clipping now. There you go, it's better. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow on my Saturday stream. I'm still debating if I should move it to Sunday because we don't get as many people Saturday, but oh well. It was great new Geodude. Exactly. It was Geodude. It was Geoman. Geo bloke. Geometry bloke. That's who it was. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. And I will catch you guys tomorrow on Saturday. For those of you who don't know what tomorrow is. Bye, bye. Take a glove.